Good evening. Can you hear me? You're listening from personally. I'm in Nairobi. What's your location? What's your location as we speak? What's your location? I believe you're seeing that as you're typing, whether in Nakuru, whichever location you're in. I can see people typing in. Welcome to tonight's presentation. And it's going to be short. It's going to be let me say educative, informative for someone who is looking for something to supplement their income, to look just to look for something extra. You want more in life, you want to to achieve your dreams, you want to have more than you just have at the moment. I welcome you, and I just need you to be open-minded. I want you to concentrate on this screen. Don't be on TikTok, don't be watching news, don't be watching your favorite series, don't be, I don't know which sijui kama game ya Arsenal imeisha. Don't be watching that at the moment. I just want you to be here, and let's listen in and learn. And without taking much time, my name is James Gituku, and my background is in journalism and digital media. I'm also a health and wellness coach. I help people to to work around improving their health. With their current status, people are struggling with health issues and everything. I really work on that and just make sure that we are educating people, because knowledge is key in terms of working on our lives. And now I'm also a business coach, because we're also looking not just to be healthy, we're also looking how we can be able to improve, financial wise, just to grow in life and everything. And today we're going to be talking about this amazing opportunity, which is called Forever Living Products. But before we go to that, let's talk about you. So, have you ever stopped and probably thought about what matters most to you? Hmm? I don't know. Juliza, what does it, what is the most important thing to you right now? Is it, working on your health, having a better lifestyle, traveling, working on your, educating your children, education, if it matters to you at the moment? Maybe you want to have a plan B, whatever that you're doing currently, you feel it's not fulfilling, your needs, and you're not moving, towards, because I do believe kila mtu, we all have dreams, we all have something that we are yearning to achieve. Maybe you're looking for that. You want to have some financial freedom. Whatever that you're having or whatever you're facing currently, it's not fulfilling your financial needs and goals. And then probably just looking for, for pension. You're looking for a retirement plan. You've been working, you've been doing businesses, but looking at what you've done maybe for the last 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. I know the people I've even worked for over that years probably here. And you're asking yourself, what do I have? What do I have to show, like when I get to be handed, that letter that now you've retired and people are celebrating your retirement and everything? Are you going to have a plan rather than just going back to to the rural area and starting a life of begging, or probably calling your children now and then to help you? Maybe a new car to earn an extra income, and maybe just to enjoy life. You want to travel, you want to enjoy life, what it has to offer. I don't know, but we all have different needs, we all have different goals. Now, what matters most to you? That's a question to you. And to answer you, or maybe to give you a plan. I know probably you have tried some few things here and there. You've tried, side hustles here and there. You've tried businesses, but they're not really giving you what you wanted to get. Now, what if I did show you a plan that has been there for the last 47 years? I mean, how many generations are we talking about? And it's still going strong. And that is what we call forever, as you've been able to see. So what is Forever? When Forever was founded? It was founded back in 1978 by this amazing gentleman. May his soul rest in peace. That is Rex Mon, and these are headquarters. That is in Scottsdale, Arizona, in the USA. And Forever owns aloe vera farms in the in the Dominican Republic and Texas. And we are talking about huge tracts of land. And we have been distributing our products for over 140 countries. I think we're even talking about over 160 right now at the moment. And we are talking about, being debt free, and it's a family owned company. Just a little story about how Forever got to start. Rexmon was already good in, invested in real estate, a billionaire in that sector, and he was just thinking, how can I be able to give or to help people in the world? Not just really going out to give as charity, because we always say that if someone gives you a fish At the end of the day, you're going to depend on them. But what if they did show you how to fish? That is the analogy or the philosophy that Rex used to come up with Forever Living products, that you can be able to work a plan and you can be able to help many other people. You see, when you're helping people, you can just do much. You're not going to live 200 years to give people, whatever you're giving them, but your plan can be able to live way past that. So what makes Forever different from any other business or from any other company in this sector of the health and wellness? We're talking about globally, the fact that we are connected globally in over 40 countries. We are the largest grower and manufacturer and distributor of aloe vera based products. I don't know what you call aloe vera in your vernacular or in your mother tongue language, but it's a common thing that we know, and it has tremendous benefits. But now, one that doesn't just grow naturally in the world, that is grown and harvested, taken care, in a plantation. Forever is number one. Anything that has aloe vera, anything has to be talked about aloe vera, we are number one producer of that. It's Forever Living products. We're talking about over 40 million plants, 7,500 acres. Watu wanajua mambo za mashamba, you can imagine 7,500 acres of planted aloe, what that looks like. And then we have the right variety because, as I've said, we do know what aloe vera is, but it's not every aloe vera that you see. I know there are these species that you give to the chicken when they look like they are, they're getting sleepy. There's a certain disease. I don't know what it's called in English. I just know it in my vernacular language. Kuku zinaanza kulalalala. That they're given this aloe vera, they're given zinakatakatwa, zinawekwa. That's what we know as Africans or as Kenyans, but that is not the right one that human beings are supposed to consume. But the right one is what we call aloe barbadensis. So if you never knew that, now you know, and you know why we are talking about aloe vera that is planted in such a huge tract of land. We also hand harvest to ensure that every leaf is perfect and to avoid any damage. We don't use machines. You can see these are people who go into the field with a knife, cutting the mature leaves only. That is a company that is going to be taking care of everything. We don't use, machines and everything. They can combine anything. But when someone is handpicking that, it's something that is pure. Even the filtering and everything, this outer cover is removed by someone, not a machine. It's not about technology or anything, because if you use technology to do some of these things, we're going to compromise on the quality, but that is not what Forever does. It makes sure that the quality is going to be A1. We're also talking about the pure inner leaf gel. That's how it looks like. So if you've been taking aloe vera, or you've been, you're saying aloe vera, niko nazo kwa shamba, can be able to pluck and just eat, or just, crush mine. Do you do this? Have you ever seen something like this? Most likely not. You just cut the entire leaf, but that is not what you're supposed to be taking. You're supposed to be taking the inner leaf gel and something that is pure. We also get, to nurture these, the aloe vera produce over 5 years. Even the planting and everything, it's purely done in a way that even the manure that is used, we have goats. Forever has goats that, when they are, plucking the weeds and everything, they get to pour the manure, and that's how we get the fertilizer, not the pharmaceutical fertilizers. We don't use that. And what Forever also makes it so different and so amazing is the fact that it's vertically integrated. What do I mean by that? The product comes all the way from Forever, from planting on its own, doesn't hire any farm or lease, going all the way to manufacturing and coming up with a product directly to you as a distributor, to your customers. So there are no middlemen in between, or what we'd call in our country brokers. Hatuna brokers wa katikati who are going to increase or, to do some funny shoddy things. This is purely done by Forever. Everything all the way to bringing the products all the way to even, in our country, Kenya, in Nairobi. It's something that is purely done by Forever. So that is something that is going to show you that there's a company that is, you're not going to be in a place where this has not been done, because there's no such stories. We have these, corporate responsibility and sustainability in a way that Forever has gone ahead and, to make sure that it goes or accepts every authority, and it's checked all the way from certification from the aloe. We have the kosher rating for the Jews, Direct Selling Association member. That is to mean that now this company, because it's not dealing in the normal retail way of doing business or the traditional way, it follows the authorities of the Direct Selling Association. That's the body that regulates all the companies that fall under this kind of a marketing plan. We're also talking about cruelty-free. Our products are not tested on animals. We have halal for our Muslim brothers and sisters, and then we also have this USDA organic. That is to make sure that anything that is done organically also goes through the board. We're also talking about all these what makes aloe, or why aloe? Why is aloe so important? Because so far we are just talking about Forever being an aloe company. First of all, aloe has tremendous benefits, health, in terms of inside and out. We are talking about supporting your digestive system, promoting healthy immune system, nutritional absorption, and boosting natural energy levels. Right now in the world, not just as a country, we have so many people suffering from what I would call lifestyle issues or lifestyle diseases. And these are just farming or as a foundation of poor lifestyle, that is eating whatever we're eating, too much chemicals and everything. Our bodies are not able to absorb and excrete all the waste that we're taking in. So we need something that can be able to come in the middle, just to bridge in that gap, to clear the mess that we have already created with the lifestyle that we're taking in. When you look at something like digestive issues, people have these issues like ulcers and everything, but all this, they stem from a place of not having a good gut, not having proper digestion. So when you can be able to have something that just comes and tries to improve that process in a way that we can be able to minimize these issues, then we're in a good place. Outside, we're talking about working on the skin, conditioning the skin, and we're also in an era where people really care about how they look like. You want to take care of your skin. You want to have eczema. You don't have to have these pimples all over. You want to have a flawless skin. You want to look younger. You want to to age with grace. That is what we are offering in terms of the products or in terms of aloe. And we have a huge range of products ranging from drinks, nutritional supplements to bridge in. You get, sometimes you visit a doctor or you visit your physician, they tell you that you're lacking vitamin D, you need some vitamin C, you need some minerals and everything. We have supplements for such matter. We're also talking about immune health, immunity. Like right now, even now, children are at home, but they're going to be coughing, allergies here and there and everything. You need to boost their immunity. Active lifestyle. You want to be in a place where you can be able to walk, not just taking a small walk and you are complaining about your joints paining and everything. You just want to be in a place where you can be able to have a flexible life. Weight management, that's another thing. Be products, just to take care of, or to take care of your energies, and also taking care of your immunity at the same time. We also have skincare range, personal care, and body care. We are dealing with products that we need on a daily basis. When you look at this, sometimes when you're getting into a business, you also have to look at, is there a need of this product in the marketplace? I can tell you, or you can confirm that you actually did brush your teeth, or you're actually brushing after eating right now. You're going to bathe. You're going to apply a deodorant. I know of people who do, they do weekend, or what do we call them? A skincare routine on weekends. You're going to wake up tomorrow. I know someone who is going to wake up tomorrow. They're going to work out. They're going to work on losing a few kilos. They're going to sign up into a gym. That is something they need on a daily basis. So if you can be able to supply them with something that is going to supplement whatever they are working on, then you're in business. Yes. So what is Forever, or what does Forever mean? So first of all, Forever is a network marketing business opportunity. It creates an extra income by selling our high quality products that I've just shown you in a nutshell. We're also talking about people getting involved for these main reasons. Some financial freedom, looking for money. Like personally, when I got involved in this business, I was just from high school, just looking for a way that I can be able to make an extra coin, not to be a bother when I'm joining campus. I don't want to be that person who is always going to be asking, send me that 500 bob. I don't know, explaining so many things, how you, the 2000 that you were sent last week, how you used it and everything. And always, always, looking like a beggar, because basically if you don't have money of your own, and you're always asking for money, you're going to be in a place where you always have to beg for money. Some join for, personal reasons. You just want to have that growth. You want to be exposed. You want to be in a place where you can be able to interact. You want to have that social life. I know there are people who work in workplaces where the only thing that you interact with, they're either machines, or probably you're talking about you're always on your laptop. You're robbed of your social life. Flexibility. You're in a place where you want to wake up on a Monday morning, not to rush through the traffic and everything. You want to wake up on a Monday morning and start doing your business, take your kids to school. In fact, you can go and work from your nearest your nearest chill spot at home and everything. Others join because they have enjoyed the benefits of the products. I know of people who have joined this business typically from using the products, losing some weight, and they're looking good, and everyone is asking them, what did you do? And they come back and they told, actually, you can actually build this business because you're already a testimony around this. You can actually help people who are around you because now they're already excited. Monica, please stop drawing on the screen. They're already in a place where they can be able to see it in you, and that's the beauty of what you're talking about. It's something that you don't have to explain so many things or so much. All you have to do is show it in you. Once they see it in you, it's enough for you to be able to share the products. So what forever is not, it's not a job. There's no guarantee of making this amount of money just sitting in an office and just expecting a salary at the end of the month. No, you have to be dedicated to put in the work. So what do we do now that forever is not a job? First of all, we use the products. You become your own best customer. That's what I was talking about. If you become a product of the product, and if you have experience, you enjoy the benefits, now it becomes easier for you to be able to recommend. And what are we talking about recommending here? I know there are people, it's been a weekend. You have gone to your saloonist, some have gone to their favorite makeup artist, probably they were going to a certain wedding or a show, they were having whatever you do, these amazing things. Man, maybe you recommend your designer, you recommend your barber, you recommend whichever place that you recommend. Actually, you're already marketing that place, but you get paid from that. You don't. You just enjoy the benefits and everything. Probably sometimes you're given some discounts because I brought a customer and everything. But imagine if you usually always get paid when you refer a customer. You always get paid when someone that you recommended walked into that office or walked into that business. That's what we do here. The next thing is we share the products. And I'm using this word sharing categorically because you're not just selling. You cannot share if you don't have. So you cannot share the products if you don't have the experience. So that's why using the products is number one. Talking to people about the benefits and your experience. Develop around 20 to 30 regular customers. The next thing is now you build a team around that. If you build a team, sharing the products, it's really good. It's helping you to earn, an extra coin in terms of profits and everything. But you can be able to increase that amount of money, or you can be able to build a passive income by sharing this business with other people. When you talk to them about the opportunity behind the products, find at least 5 key people that you can be able to work with, and then work the business simple cycle in terms of using the products, sharing, building their team. And from that, you can be able now to coach your team, become a team developer, and you can be able to help your people now to also develop their 20 to 30 regular customers. And you'll be doing what I'm calling building an organization around forever living products now. And if you can be able to follow this simple business cycle, we start with your why. So why? Remember, I asked you what matters most to you. Now that's your why. If what matters most to you right now is seeing your kids going to good schools and to start their life and everything, if what matters to you is traveling, you want to have a good retirement, now that is the most important thing. If you can be able to help the people that are going to come along in business to find their why, and then you can be able to build around the people that they have. You show them how to contact their people. You're going to be taught all this by the person who introduced you to the business. Take them through the business presentation, that like the one that you're doing here. Help them to register into the business, do a planning session, and you help them to grow all the way to manage and repeat the same thing. It's already a plan that has been there for the last 47 years. All you have to do is to plug in. Already a system that is there. It's as simple as just plugging a charger into a socket and the phone charges. Something that is already there. There's a system that is to guide you. All you have to do is to be ready to implement what you're going to learn. So who can join forever? The serious thing is it's anyone who can join forever. Anyone. And what makes Now Forever something that anyone can just be able to plan or can be able to start? So what are the options that we have when it comes to becoming an FBO now, because you want to get started with our business? So step one, you can accumulate 2 CCs. You're going to learn what CCs are. They're just points that are attached to each and every product in terms of the pricing that we have and the value that it carries. Or you can be able to purchase a Start Your Journey pack like the one that you can be able to see here, which has discounted price for business starter, someone who is looking forward to growing their business. The company goes ahead and just comes up with a discounted price that helps you to grow instantly, and you become what we call an FBO, Forever Business Owner, an independent distributor. You're not an employee, you're not under any, what I would call, any authority that you're going to be told what. You just decide how you want to build your business, but based on the success that we're talking about and the foundation that you've been able to build, you go to building what we call 4CC. 4CC is simply what I would call a building block or a cutoff point. Let me not use the word cutoff, but a building block, something that has been there. If you can be able to master 4CC and teach as many people as possible to do their 4CC, now everything that Forever has to offer, you can actually be able to attain. So that is the key to unlocking the full potential of the marketing plan, or it's a secret to the success in Forever Business. So option B, you can be able to enjoy the products and become a preferred customer, 5% off, which can even grow to 30%, and you can be able to enjoy that for life. We have people who have, or customers who are already enjoying that. When they decide to even start building the business, they get to enjoy way more. So what do you get to enjoy more? What do you get to receive when you become an FBO? First of all, it's an extra money, because the marketing plan helps you be able to build from 5% all the way to 48%. That's an amazing, amazing, huge margin of profit. You also get to have more time to build your life on your own terms. I mean, you decide how you want to build your business. You can wake up on a Monday morning and all you're going to do, you're going to be building a business online. If you say that today I'm not going to get out of my home, I'm going to do my business online. Probably you're having some few things to run, your errands, you are running to Shago and back and everything. Your business just works with you. You don't have a certain limitation of what you can do or where you can be able to work from. And then you also get to be in business for yourself without the overhead costs. I don't know if there's someone who has done business here, but one thing, someone who is doing a traditional business, they can tell you for a fact, because just starting the business itself is crazy. You have to get these certifications from the city council. You get it from, I don't know, county. You have to appear with so many rules. You also need to get money from the store. You go ahead, you have to deal with, I don't know, shipment has been stuck in China. I don't know what has happened. Money has been lost or something. So many things that happen along the way. Now the products have come in and you have so many things to do. You have to pay rent. After rent, you have to pay for the marketing. After what? And then there are people who are coming for the bribes and everything. Then all of a sudden, you also have another person who has just come up with the same business just next door. And they're already fighting you, or your employee who was there, they go and start the same business and they steal you. So many things have to happen. So if you're looking to be in a place where you don't have to worry about the rent, you don't have to worry about shipping cost, you don't have to worry about KRA. All you have to do is just to move the products purely, like everything is already done for you. Now you're in the right place. That's what Forever gives you, the freedom as a business person. Then you also gain training and support from your sponsor and the team and the corporate that we are working with. Basically, there's someone who is here was already invited their people, or you're here because there's already a system that is helping you. You see, now you can be able to plug in your people on Wednesday at our physical meeting. You can be able to plug in on the next BOM, online, which is going to be on Sunday, and you can be able to learn in a way that you can actually be able to plug in people without you being there physically or being there actively. You'll be able to, you're in a place where you are supported in your growth, or you're in your training in your business. Then you also get to have potential to earn more bonuses and reward and incentives in the business, and then you put in the time that fits in your schedule. So, for example, if you're working, you don't have to stop what you're doing. If you're working and you leave your job at around probably 4 p.m., you can be able to slot in 4 p.m. to around 6 p.m. As other people are running with the traffic jam and everything. If you live in Nairobi, you know what I'm talking about. You can be stuck in the traffic from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I mean, will you talk a job at 4 p.m. by the time you're arriving at your house at 7 p.m.? Now, all that time that you wasted on your traffic, you could actually be seated somewhere in your car, in a hotel, meeting with your people. In your office, you can be able to extend that time, and you're doing your business, you're doing you're building your future. So you can be able to fit in any schedule that you want to do. And then you also get to enjoy 30 plus discount on buying the products as an FBO. Now imagine a business that is giving you 30% profit. Let's go again back to the people who are in business. If they tell you the percentages, sometimes they would sell something that is worth 100,000, but the only thing that they're getting is 5,000. Now imagine with 30% what that means. It's good money. So you get, as a forever, the marketing plan that we have is once you become an assistant supervisor, or once you do the 2CC, that is to become, to grow your business into the what I would call the wholesale level. Once you buy the starter pack, you're going to become an assistant supervisor. So you can actually build by buying the starter pack, or build within 2 months by accumulating a few products here and there. Within 2 months, you become an assistant supervisor. You enjoy 30% upfront. Let me just explain a little what that means. When you're going to buy the products from the Forever office, the warehouse, you're going to be buying at 30%. So if something is worth 10,000, now you're buying at 7,000 plus 5%. Once you do the 4CC that I talked about being a building block, you get a 5% accumulated of all the orders you did, a 5% back, or a 5% boost in your account. And you can be able to build, apart from the profits. Now, when you get in new people who become what I would call preferred customers, is they're starting as 5%, you're getting 25% until they become 2CC. And the 5% bonus that I've talked about when you do the 4CC. So you're enjoying much, much, much more. And apart from that, you can be able to build now to supervisor, enjoy 30 plus 8. That is 38%. You go to assistant manager, you're getting a whole 43%. You go to manager, a whole 48%. Now we are talking about getting almost half with the company of whatever that you're going to be dealing with. And apart from that, you can grow all the way and enjoy the incentive, something that we call Eagle Manager, go to higher levels all the way to point that we call Centurion Manager. You're going to learn all that you can be able to maximize and grow with people. But the key thing here is you grow with other people. It's not just about you. The reason why you're also here as a new person, it's because the person who is here, they have decided that they want to grow with other people. You cannot grow if you're not growing with other people. Yes. So you also get to enjoy the leadership bonus now when you bring in people. We say that Forever is a business of love. So if you become a manager and you have your first manager who you produce directly under you, you're going to be getting 6% out of their total business. So if that person was doing a business of around what we'd call 60cc and they're earning around 150,000, you're actually getting a cool 130,000 as a 6% from that person. And then if they also bring in another person who becomes a manager directly under them, you get a second generation from that. We are talking about 3%. That's a cool 70,000. As an estimation. We're also talking about 2%. If that manager who is from Flow, who is now Mo goes ahead and brings Joe as their manager. That's just one line. Flow came, brought Mo brought Joe. So all that can be able to give you a cool 240,000 royalty income. That's when you help your people to be able to build a stable business. You help them to learn how to be leaders. You help them to learn how to duplicate the business, how to follow the system. And from that, you can build a stable, passive, or royalty income. And apart from that, now Forever opens way, 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 way much more ways of earning money or increasing your bonuses in a way that you can be able to achieve what we call Forever incentives, or in another word, rewards for work well done. One of the rewards is Forever to Drive, in a way that you can be able to achieve a certain level of business, and you are given an extra 40 to 80,000 for the next 3 years consecutive to either buy your dream car or build a house. And these are some of the people who have been able to enjoy this amazing, amazing incentive. That is money on top of whatever that you already get from the things that you're building, from the volumes that they're already getting. That is added in your account. It's not alone, it's a reward or an incentive. And you can be able to buy any car. You can be able to build a home. Remember, what I said is what matters most. You probably already have the cars and everything, but you're just looking for something that can be able to have that you want to have. just want to have your children leave them charity fund, not a charity fund, but a trust fund. And you want to be in a place where they are not going to start from scratch. Now, Forever can be a very good startup for you. We're also talking about now experiencing many other things like traveling. You know, we're talking about global trips. Forever gives you 2 tickets, all expenses paid for, and a spending cash along with that. And that is what you call global rally and Eagle Manager Retreat. Just by achieving a certain level of the business, you can be able to travel the world every year, 2 times or more with Forever Living Business or with Forever Opportunity. In a way that, okay, this year actually, we're talking about this year, we had the Global Rally happening in Paris, and then we had another one that just happened. That is the Eagle Manager Retreat that just happened last month in Phuket, Thailand, and we're talking about next year being in Dubai. So if Dubai has been in your bucket list, now this is the perfect time. Now quit the saving, or you want to save an extra 300K. Now imagine if you just work this business by 21st April, or even much earlier. When you have good money, you can even go way ahead, but you are going to have an expense paid for you once you hit the targets that are going to be there. And then we also have Eagle Monetary happening in Sun City in South Africa. Once you just hit that incentive, it's fully paid for you. And the good thing is that you don't go alone. You're given 2 tickets paid for you. You just carry whoever that you want to go with. You want to go with your kid, your spouse, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, whichever you decide. And then you're also talking about chairman bonus. Apart from just traveling, you've been earning bonuses, but the Forever goes ahead and appreciates you with a 13 check. You've been receiving check from January all the way to December. Or Forever goes ahead and looks at you and they're like, good, you've done a very good job. You have helped as many people as you can be able to see here. Many people are enjoying, better life, better health because of you. We're going to reward you with a 13 check, and you go into the destinations that come back with a very, very good check. These are some of the people who have been able to come back with good checks. That is Rhoda Mwangi, Jacqueline Mumbi, Christine Mulwa, Jacinta Mwikali, Marian Mulwa, and now Topin Josephine Modekeli has been able to, she's the lady who brought the business back at home, that is in East Africa. They have been able to enjoy this amazing reward of chairman's bonus because they did what? They did share the business and help as many people as possible to be happy. So the more people are happy because of you, definitely you become happy as well. So will it work for me? I know, probably asking yourself, okay, I can be able to see, I can see the business. I can see how it can be able to help me, to build my dreams. I can see that. I can see that travel. I can see that retirement plan. I can see that finishing that project that I want to finish, probably in building or anything. You're asking yourself, now, will it work for me? You have those questions. Now, let me tell you, if you take it seriously, yes, it's going to work. Because in any new venture, we're talking about time and effort are required. I mean, in whatever that you're doing right now, you did invest probably over 20 years of study, primary school, secondary, university, masters, whatever, skills and everything from life just to do that job that you're doing. So time and effort were invested in that. So the same thing that applies here. The beauty is you can be able to learn quickly because there's already a plan that is working on. You don't have to learn, and then after 10 years. No, if you learn right now, actually tomorrow as you're speaking, you can start making your first profit by just sharing what you're going to be learning from the person who introduced here. They can be able to help you to make you extra quick cash as you can be able to start. If you're going to be coachable and attend all relevant training, because if you're going to say yes to this business right now, what is going to happen? The person who introduced you here, they're going to call you to a planning session. Now, if you start giving excuses and tell them, let's talk on Wednesday, let's talk on Tuesday next week, let's talk after closing the months, let's talk in December and everything, that is going to be very hard for you. Or if you become a know-it-all person, now it's not going to work for you. So you have to be coachable and attend all the trainings and learn as fast and implement as fast as you can. Commit the time required to become successful. Time has to be committed. You have to commit to learn. You have to commit to the time because, as we have said, if you're going to be working for 2 hours every day, now don't give excuses. Don't go and get stuck in that jam. Don't go and get stuck in chit chat and banter just forget about it, that you are going to deal and just expect things to work. You have to commit that time. The same thing, you're going to wake up tomorrow in the morning, probably at 4 a.m., at 5 a.m. to go into your job. Do the same thing with your forever business. Those 2 hours that you're going to be doing, let it be sacred, and just actually do it consistently and seriously. If you're self-motivated and willing to work closely with the person who introduced you here into the business, because one thing is there's no one who is going to be pushing you around. Just as the same, okay, I don't know, but you've been in a place where you have to be, punished, to be given consequences. Now, in a place, if you can't be self-driven and do things without being told to, it's going to be hard. But if you're going to be in a place where you're going to be self-motivated, self-disciplined, it's going to work for you. Then be willing to think big, dream big, and set goals for yourself and your family. Now, I don't know if you have been familiar with setting goals. Personally, before I became a forever business owner, I never knew about setting goals. All I knew was targets in school and everything. And if you don't hit that target, there's a consequence or anything. Now, let's let it come from a place of love, in a way that you are setting a bigger dream, like maybe next year, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, you want to be living in your house. You want to be driving a different car. You want to have built your home you want to have built a house at home, you want to have probably paid school fees for your siblings, for your kids, whichever. Now, let it be a big, write it down. For Christians, or I don't know, there's a verse that says that you have to write it down. Whatever that you dream, whatever that you have in your vision, now write that vision down. So let it be written down that it's your goal, that it's your dream for your family and yourself. Then commit to having regular customers, and then building your team and developing 5 key people. Be prepared to tell everyone what you're doing. Let everyone who knows you, when they look at you, they can see that this is a forever business owner and they do help people in looking good and feeling happy about their lives. So if people can be able to know that, anytime they even meet someone who is in need of your products, even if they are your customers at the moment, they can be able to refer the business to you. Don't judge anyone that they look good, they don't need the products, or they don't need the business. You don't know. Just let everyone know about the business. And then last but not least, have a great attitude. Everyone that you meet, let them know what you're doing. And apart from that, be excited about the business opportunity. And even if you're going to meet challenges along the way, not everyone is going to be very happy about your business or about you starting this amazing business. But just have the right attitude that we have so many people who are going to support you. Even if someone says no, that might be not right now, or might be the next opportunity, which is the next person. Even if your friend, your family member doesn't join the business, or that doesn't buy from you, that is not the end of the world. Apparently, the world starts, because the world is so big, 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 and looking for you from the strangers. And we're also talking about life-changing moments. Yeah, you get forever is going to help you to build your business, and we tell you that your life, I mean, and we're talking about the decisions that you make determine your destiny. Where you are right now, it's a decision that, or it's a destiny that has been determined because of a decision that you made 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Your life right now is based on what you have been doing for the last 5, 10, 20, 30 years of your life. Now, if you decide to change today, and if you decide that you're going to have a 10 years, that's what we call a decision. Like a decision of starting this business, that might be a changing opportunity for you. Like for me, looking back at the last 5 years, they have been the best decision that I ever made, just by deciding that I'm going to build this forever business from a student level. It has been able to shape so many things that I never knew I would achieve at this time. So if you decide that you're going to join this business, then just be ready for a destiny that is going to be looking as good as you would wish. And with that, we're looking forward to welcoming you, or allow me to be the first person to welcome you to this amazing business opportunity that is here to help you to build your dream life, to design your dream life, to design the life of your own, what I would call dreams, or your own liking, just as long as you're going to work with a plan. So all I can wish is that you're going to be open-minded, you're going to be coachable, you're going to dream big, and you're going to start and never stop. Do not ask so many questions from people who don't know what this is. Get back to the person who introduced you here. Get your questions answered. get your clarifications done, and start the right way and start flying higher. With that, I wish you all the best and have a good night. Back to you, Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you, James, for that awesome